Hi guys. So, this video is going to be a little different than the ones that I usually post. So, I've got a story to tell you. Me and my friend Timmy were driving over to Enfield, Illinois, when he mentioned that he stumbled across a story of a yokai that sounded really familiar to me. He started telling me about this woman whose face split in two. Then all of a sudden, I remember the story. I watched a video a while back on the Infographics Show that covered the spirit, and you guys should definitely check them out, but you know, after you watch this video. So without further ado, here's a story of Kuchisake Onna, the slit-mouthed woman. You know, fun stuff.
Stay with me, 真夜中のドアを叩き
The story of Kuchisake Onna dates back all the way to Japan in the early 17th and 19th century. According to lore, Kuchisake Onna was the wife of a samurai. Some would say she was the most beautiful woman in all of Japan. Her and her husband shared a happy life, but the samurai was dragged off to war. After almost a year, Kuchisake Onna couldn't bear the loneliness. She started sleeping with endless amounts of men, until, eventually, the samurai caught wind of this and headed back to home. The samurai came home as quickly as possible, and when he found Kuchisake Onna, he placed his tanto across her mouth and sliced.
Stay with me, 真夜中のドアを叩き
A yokai in Japanese lore is a spirit of the dead who is killed in a particularly violent manner. Whether that be abused wives, tortured captives, or even a defeated enemy, they often don't rest well. In Kuchisake Onna's case, after she was killed by her husband, she became a yokai. She has a long, deep, bloody gash running across her face, grinning from ear to ear. She covers it with her cloth mask, a fan, or a handkerchief. Similar to most vengeful spirits, her job now is to find or kill any lone travelers on the road. She almost always goes after children and unfaithful men. After approaching her victims, she responds with one question: "Watashi wa kirei desu ka?" Meaning, am I pretty? It was just something that you would always tell your kids, is just beware of the Kuchisake Onna, watch out. So we left one night, and on his way back, he came home drunk and disoriented. The way to the house was a real narrow path and very wooded area. And he was walking back one night, and he sees a woman, a beautiful woman, standing in the path. And he goes up to her, and she asks him, "Am I beautiful?" And he says, "Yes." And then her mouth splits open, and she says, "Am I beautiful?" And of course he's horrified. There were only a few ways to survive these attacks. I mean, of course, she would ask you, "Am I pretty?" And if you say no, she kills you. If you say yes, she takes off her mask and asks, "How about now?" And if you say no to that, she kills you. If you say yes, she'll slit your mouth like hers, and you'll bleed out and die. So either way, you die, but if you say so, she gets confused and you have time to escape. You see, the way to beat her is by confusing her. Whenever she initially asks, "Am I pretty?" If you say, "I'm sorry, but I have a prior engagement," she excuses herself. She's a very polite ghost. And if you ask her, "Do you think I'm pretty?" then she has a moment to think, and you can escape. I mean, I would hope she would say yes, but, you know, it's fine. There's also one more way to get rid of her, and this is by giving her hard candies. 'Cause apparently this demon has a sweet tooth.
Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩き
Overall, Kuchisake Onna is a pretty cool Japanese legend. I don't think she would have stuck around for as long as she has if she wasn't. She's been a prominent figure in Japanese culture, all the way from movies to comics. It's crazy to think about. With that being said, I want to throw this question out to you. What do you think about this legend? Was it one of your favorites? Let us know down in the comments below. And please, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. Even these short videos take a long time to make, and I would really appreciate it. I think we need to hear the song again.
Stay with me